Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all happy and healthy. Today we are going to do a walkthrough slash flip through of my 2024 planner setup. So if that interests you and you would like to see it, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and we'll get straight into the video. Okay, I have a new setup and I feel like there may be a couple of flaws just because I'm trying to test it out and it's the first time since I've started recording. I have a new phone recording, I have a new mic. I am also trying to make sure that the space I have is actually working where the background, you know, the white background that I like to keep as the aesthetic look that I like, I'm hoping it stays in shot and it doesn't peek out and show other different areas. Let's hope it doesn't happen, and let's just hope that it actually works. Fingers crossed for a really good video. But anyway, I thought I would do the video that I did talk about in my last video, which was I think it was the planner setup for 2024. I think that was one. Either way, I'll link it up for you, up on the screen here somewhere for you. But yeah, as you can tell, I've moved into the black one. I was originally in the pink, kind of got over the pink. Now I'm into the black May Paper Co planner. As you can see, I still have the same cards on the side here. They're going to basically stay there until I start to use them. But if I do not use them, then I'm going to eventually take them out. Then I have my beautiful card. I do love these little quotes, and this one says, "The universe is ready to make my dreams happen." I really, really do hope that it does, because this year I would like many things to happen. But yeah, anyway, so we go straight into the inbox area. As you can see, this is from May Paper Co. Look how absolutely stunning this dashboard is. I absolutely love it. So grateful to have it. And it's in my planner and it just makes it look so fancy. But yeah, a lot of what you're going to see in here is mostly from May Paper Co. because that's how much I love her stuff. There is a few other planner shops that I did buy from, which I think was like Noted Co, Aesthetic Co, I think it was called Aesthetic Planner Co or something like that. 1521. I usually link all that kind of stuff anyway. So yeah, but yeah, I have my inbox, then my little brain dump area, my cleaning schedule, which doesn't really change, and my monthly tracker in my inbox section. Next we have the calendar, and we've got the yearly overview. I did have an issue with this not being cut properly with the holes, but I think over time, because of just moving it, it's now not as bad. Like, it still sticks, but you know, I'll get over it, I guess. Then we go into the monthly, and this, I absolutely love this. I don't know why, I just really wanted this year. But as you can tell, I've highlighted my working days, and then I will write down any important things that are happening through the month. Then we get into our weekly agenda. I will show you a couple of the weeks that I actually did do. As you can see, I actually did tick off and have it a little bit more nicer. Hopefully when I get more into it, I'll actually, you know, put a little bit more color. As you can see, this week has been a bit bleh. I have been very busy. Now I've got my February ready to go. Now we're getting into the list section, and this is where I literally write down all kinds of lists. It could literally be anything. So it could be a shopping list, it could be a list of things that I want to pick up from the shops, which could be absolutely random. But yeah, then I have online orders, and then more paper for lists. Then we get into the social media, which is basically the same. And I've noticed that this is slowly climbing, which is very exciting, and I'm really excited for it. But yeah, I won't show anything because I do have videos coming up. I did also ask, you know, you guys, what else would you guys like to see on Instagram? Please let me know if you have any ideas of what else I could film. Sometimes you do suggest what I already have planned, but I do like to hear all kinds of thoughts and ideas of what you guys would like to see, just in the off chance that I just don't think of it. So yeah, let me know if there's any other kind of videos you would love to see when it comes to planning. Then we go into finance, and as usual, I don't show it because of privacy reasons, but it's basically a list of all of our bills and how much they cost and whatnot. And then I think, yeah, and then I have a list of things that I want to buy. As of right now, I don't have anything that I need to buy, which is not a bad thing. It's really good, but it's there ready to go for when I do think of things that I want to buy. Then in the actual finance section still, but it's a top tab, I have budget, and this is where I literally go into great detail of budgeting our finances, like what, so I would write all of our bills, and then all of, like your food, your power, anything like that. And then I always make sure that we have some sort of savings going into savings, if that makes sense. And then we figure out what's left over. And usually a lot of the time, if we have money left over, it's always going straight to savings. So that's a really good thing. And more paper there. And then at the back here, I do have these little card money pockets that I have made. And I've just listed things that I found was mainly important. I mean, I can always change it later, so it's not a big deal. But this is where I basically take money out of the account, because we have a really bad habit of, if it's in the account, we spend it. So when it comes to something really important, I take that cash out, pop it into one of these folders, and then it goes towards what is actually needing to be paid for. So I have a folder for health, school, personal, and then home. Next, we're in the personal section, and this is, as the name says, it's personal, I guess. And I still have my Marie Kondo checklist. I just love it. I love the inspiration behind it. But I have a list for my self-care stuff that I like to buy and make sure I always have, because I do like to look after myself. It's just one of those things that makes me really, really happy to do, whether it's putting on some nice lip balm or putting hand cream on my hands. As you can tell, I don't have my nails on, but tomorrow I'm going to go get my nails done. So keen for that, because I just went into this panic frenzy. I mean, fair enough, there was a cyclone I was in the middle of, but I noticed that I had lifting and bubbles underneath the acrylics, which scared me, and I was worried that if I had gotten some water or something stuck underneath it, that it would cause an infection. So I just went into panic mode and ripped them all off, which I suppose was a little bit over the top, but you know what, I'd rather rip them off and have a little bit of sore fingers than a really bad infection and losing the finger. So anybody out there who gets them and knows what I'm talking about, you'll definitely understand. But yeah, anyway, I have a self-care list. And then I have my Animal Crossing list, because I'm slowly getting through it. I have the paintings one and the statues one. I just rewrote them out because it just looked so messy. So I was like, nah, I want to put it nice and neat. So I rewrote it and it looks much neater now. Next, in the personal section still, top tabs, we have goals, and then it's wellness. But the first one here, goals. And that is basically my goals for the year. I'm hoping at least one of these actually happen and work out. That is, I don't like to overstep and go, yep, I want to get all these done. I like to write down a couple and go, okay, at least if one of these happen and the goal is completed, I feel good. And then I can move on to the next one and hope for the best kind of thing. So that's what I'm doing for this year. And we have wellness, and as usual, I basically have the same thing, but this time I took out all my health condition kind of things, because I just know it down pat now. And I used to have a list of, like my fibromyalgia, and then I'd have like an action plan of what can I do to prevent it from triggering. I used to have it. I don't need it anymore because I've I just know it off by heart. But yeah, I have a list here. My psych suggested this, so I recommend it to anybody else too. But this is just a section for me to write down, you know, what peeves me off, like what really irritates me. And it gets it off my chest in writing. Then I have some notes here, but I have sticky notes there, so I can quickly scribble down whatever I need. That way I'm not wrecking this nice paper. Then I have my dental bill. I still need to get to it, but I've been so busy. It's like the last thing on my mind. Then an x-ray that I still haven't gotten done. Then I always have this in here just so I know when I am due. An extra paper. Then the last section, which is miscellaneous. Then I have the top tab, which is for work. And in work, I basically, I thought there was an extra paper there. In work, I basically have, I've just covered this area because it's a private information, but basically I write down my work emails, anything that I need to remember, like, you know, what channel are we on for our little walkie-talkies to find out for child ratio kind of thing. So I have that written down, so it's just to jog my memory kind of thing, and, you know, my boss's number. And then I also have, I put sticky notes on paper like this because I know I'm going to rip it out, and I don't like wasting paper, especially if it's really pretty like this. I'll just chuck it on a sticky note because they're cheaper, and it's much easier to just rip it out and then throw it in the bin. But yeah, this is where I basically write down anything that I need to do for work. Either it's for work or, you know, due to my assignments. I feel like I'll have a separate section for my studies, but at the moment I'm just throwing it into the work area because 9 times out of 10, all my studies I have to go to work for anyway. So I have that. Then at the back here, I have these sticky notes in this clear pocket. I do want to put nice picture boards here as like a, what are they called? They're like those dashboards where it inspires you to keep you on your goal kind of thing. That's what I want to use it for. But at the moment, I can't print anything out because I don't have ink. So I'm just using it as my sticky notes holder. And as usual, I have my stickers at the back here and my favorite pen that I love. So there you have it, lovelies. That is what's in today's video and how I have set it up for the new year. I honestly like it the way it is. No doubt I will most likely change it because that's what I always do, and I always update with you guys like what is new, what I'm excited about, how I plan. But yeah, but let me know in the comments below of what you thought and how did you set up your planner for this year. Did you put any more sections in? Is there something different that you thought was pretty inspiring? Share them below. I'd love to hear it because I need some inspiration as well. Anyway, thank you for taking the time out of your day and watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and don't forget to be positive and give love. Bye.